Hi, I'm Michelle Eunice, and welcome to STL TV, the place where you get to experience St. Louis. Today, we're covering a very important topic, and we have Liza Weiss, the founder and director of Missouri Appleseed, to talk about the first nursery in the state of Missouri in the prison system. Liza, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So can you share a little bit about yourself and the work that you do at Missouri Appleseed?
Sure. I'm the founding director of Missouri Appleseed. We have been around since 2017, and Missouri Appleseed works to improve the systems and the policies at the intersection of public health, child welfare, and criminal justice.
Thank you so much. And we would love to know your personal connection to why you founded this organization. Can you share a little bit about that?
Sure. Missouri Appleseed is part of a network of Appleseed centers. There are, I think, 19 in the United States and one in Mexico City. We're all our own independent 501c3s, but we are affiliated with each other. And I'm originally from St. Louis, but my husband and I previously lived in New Orleans and Washington, D.C., and both New Orleans, Louisiana, and Washington, D.C. had Appleseed centers. So when we moved back to St. Louis, that's how I had the idea about starting an Appleseed center in Missouri. I'm a former public interest attorney. I previously worked as a criminal defense lawyer, and I represented families involved in the child welfare system, so that, those experiences have really informed our work.
Yes, I can really see that public health aspect coming through, handling things on the front end. So can you share with us this first nursery that's happening right now in the Missouri prison system?
So Missouri Appleseed, over the past 5 years, has worked with lawmakers on both sides of the aisle in the Missouri Department of Corrections to address a variety of issues affecting incarcerated women. In 2019, we worked to pass legislation that requires the Department of Corrections and all jails in Missouri to provide free quality menstrual products to incarcerated women. And we had worked with our Representative Bruce DeGroat from Chesterfield and now Senator Tracy McCreary on that original legislation. So we built on that when we decided to work on legislation to create the nursery. Missouri Appleseed doesn't support having pregnant women incarcerated. However, that is the current state of affairs in Missouri. And prior to the opening of the nursery last month, if you gave birth in prison, your baby was taken from you just hours afterwards. So 9 other states have nursery programs that allow women who wish to participate to live with their babies in a nursery setting in the prison until the end of their sentence. In Missouri, the regulations that the Department of Corrections and the legislation had allows women with 18 months or less left on their sentence to participate. So, it's been the legislation passed in 2022, and since then, the Department of Corrections has been developing the program and building out the space, and it opened last month.
Yes, so last month was the first time that it was open, and it sounds like this is something that only 9 other states have done. What does this mean for Missouri now that Missouri is the latest state to have this nursery implemented in the system?
Well, we hope that it means that families will be able to stay together, less children will go to foster care, and children's health and the health of the mothers will improve. There's a lot of research, just sort of common sense, like women who participate in these programs have much lower incidences of postpartum depression than women who have their babies taken from them just hours after birth. Children who participate have shown in preschool lower rates of anxiety and depression than children who have been taken from their parents right after birth and separated from them. So we're hopeful that, and we're confident that we'll see similar results in Missouri.
Yes, how important was it to have that bipartisan legislation to get this passed?
In Jefferson City, it's not that common for, there's a super majority Republican state rep in the House of Representatives and in the state Senate. So it's wonderful when all parties can work together on legislation. It makes things go a lot smoother. We were very lucky this passed in one one legislative session. Usually bills take like 5 to 10 years to pass, but this was just took 1 year, and I believe there was only one no vote in the House of Representatives against the program.
Wow.
Yes, and we were lucky the state also has appropriated money to support the nursery. Most states it's just a runoff of donations, but the budget committees, both in the Senate and the House, have provided money to support the nursery and to support the women and the babies when they return home.
That's amazing. So it just shows the urgency and how you're able to coalesce people around this particular topic and issue. So if there are people at home who may just be learning about this, maybe even learning about Missouri Appleseed, how can they either tap into the work that you're doing, either with the women's nurseries or other work that you're doing?
Well, they can go to our website, MissouriAppleseed.org, and we have all the different types of work. We're doing advocacy work. We also do work working with jails around the state, ensuring people who qualify for Medicaid are enrolled before they're released. And we also have offer free continuing legal education programs to Missouri's lawyers, and you can find all that information on our website.
Yes, and we had that card right there on the screen, yes. So make sure that you all take a look at Missouri Appleseed. Well, Liza, thank you so much for being here. It's been such an enlightening experience learning more about Missouri Appleseed's work and the fact that Missouri has its first nursery for women who are currently incarcerated. Thank you for the advocacy and the work that you're doing.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, that's it for us today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Michelle Eunice. Make sure that you follow STL TV on all of our social media handles and on YouTube, where you can see more shows like this. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.